Today on Spotlight on Sports, the women's track team pulls off a surprise at the Big Sky Conference Championships.
Coach Mack gets back in the game.
And we'll tell you about the heartbreaker in Montana last night.
All that and more now on Spotlight on Sports. Welcome to Spotlight on Sports. I'm Jason Hunter.
And I'm Trevor Amicone. The Weber State men's basketball season got a lot tougher last night. The Wildcats won last Thursday at Northern Colorado 88-71 to force a winner-take-all game at Montana Tuesday night. A Wildcat win in Missoula would crown them the Big Sky Conference regular season champions and bring the conference tournament to Ogden next week. But the Wildcats went stone cold Tuesday night, losing to the Grizzlies 66-51. The story of the night was Weber State's lackluster shooting performance. The Wildcats went 3 of 26 from three-point range. The loss means the conference tournament will be in Missoula Tuesday and Wednesday, March 6th and 7th. I'll be there to cover the conference tournament. Just keep an eye on our Facebook page for updates and matchups.
What do Coach Mack and the Utah Blaze have in common? Weber State sports reporter Ryan Linford has the answer.
The legend spent his entire life on the gridiron. He just couldn't stay away. I'm here at the Utah University Indoor Sports Arena checking out former Weber State Wildcat head coach Ron McBride in his new position as offensive line coach for the Utah Blaze. Ron McBride has been coaching at a college level so long. Can he adapt to this new style of football?
Yeah, it'll be fine. So it's a different game. It's a very fast game. Offensively, you have to be very, very efficient.
McBride will be coaching with Utah Blaze head coach Ron James. Are their styles compatible?
He understands the trenches. He's been there. He's played there, and so he's got a lot of respect for the game, and he's a blue-collar guy.
Ron McBride had many offers from different colleges out of state. So why the Utah Blaze?
It's in Utah. It's close to home. And it's fun. I'm doing something for Sonny Bryan's Smokehouse Barbecue. I'm doing something for them. So it gives me an opportunity to do this in the morning, do some of that stuff in the afternoon.
Within his 7 years at Weber State University, Ron McBride coached a lot of good players. He's hoping some of them will come join him at the Utah Blaze.
There's 3 or 4 guys just in this senior class alone that I think that are really good players. So hopefully we can start adding Weber kids to this roster.
Does Coach Ron McBride know the meaning of the word retirement?
Well, I thought I did. 60 years, you know, just here's what you do every day, here's how you do it, why you do it. And once I was out of that kind of deal, you know, I felt kind of lost.
Ryan Linford, Weber State Sports.
Thanks, Ryan. Coach McBride is loved and missed here at Weber State University.
Last weekend was the Big Sky Indoor Track and Field Championships, and one of our teams took home the title. John Coyle tells us how it happened.
Well, the track and field teams here at Weber State may not get the recognition as some of the football or basketball teams. They may be just as good. This weekend, both men's and women's track and field teams went to Flagstaff, Arizona for the Big Sky Conference Indoor Championships, and the women walked away as the #1 team in the Big Sky.
The stars were all aligned, and everything just kind of fell into place.
The Weber State women's track and field team was not the favorite to win the Big Sky Indoor Conference Championship. Track and field is scored on a point system. The higher an athlete places in their respective event, the more points they earn for their team. Over the past years, Sacramento State has been dominant in the Big Sky, with no other women's team able to match their depth.
It was a little bit surprising that we were pretty close to Sacramento State, but we really would have to have a perfect meet, just about a perfect meet, because they have so much depth and that's exactly what happened.
Sacramento State competed like a conference championship team, placing athletes well in scoring in most events, but the heavy blows of the Weber State women in the distance events was too much for the Lady Hornets, as Weber dominated every event from 800 meters to 5,000 meters. However, in the end, it was as close as it could be.
We had a 29-point lead on Sacramento State with one event, the triple jump left. And we found out Sacramento State had 4 girls in the triple jump. They would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. If they did that, they would tie us. it would be tied for the championship. And that went for about a half hour after the mile relay was done. Well, anyway, Sacramento State went 1, 2, 3, 5. And we ended up winning by a point.
Now, while it may not look like it here at Stewart Stadium, outdoor track season is only a few weeks away. After the indoor championships, the ladies get a few days to rest, but then it's back to work.
We would like to do something that hasn't been done, and that's a Triple Crown. And what I mean by that is we've won the cross-country championship, and now we've won the indoor championship. And wouldn't it be sweet if we could win the outdoor championship? We've never done that.
The Weber State track and field team has seen some national success lately, as the women's cross-country team qualified for the NCAA championships just last semester. With Weber State Spotlight on Sports, I'm John Coyle.
Thanks, John. We will continue to follow the women's track and field team this spring as they make a run at the outdoor championship. It should also be noted that only one team in Weber State history has ever won the Triple Crown on the women's side of the Big Sky.
The Lady Cats basketball team had a tough season, but the score doesn't always tell the tale. John Capel has the story.
Coach Beth Ann Ord is finishing her first season as head coach for the Wildcats. On the surface, a 2-26 record is discouraging, but there is a depth to the team loaded with fine athletes. Kayla Moore is a senior point guard who can handle the ball. She shoots over 30% from the floor and is deadly at the line. Mikkel Woodfield, 6'2" forward, drops in over 40% of her shots and pulled down 173 rebounds so far this season. Amanda Hughes hails from Colorado and is a tremendous all-around ball player. Hughes works inside as well as from the three-point line. Averaging 413% in the two-point bracket, she drops 8 for 10 in free throws and averages nearly 6 rebounds per game. The high point average outside the arc is Megan Patterson. She pops in three-pointers more often than any Wildcat on the court, and she can work the boards with the best of them. The Wildcats have scored more three-pointers, more free throws, and pulled more rebounds than their opponents. It's the turnovers that keep the Cats out of the winner's circle. Coach Ord knows what they need to do, and there's always another year. I'm John Capel for Weber State Sports.
The Weber State women's team has just one game left in the season. They host Montana State Saturday at 2 o'clock at the D. Go Wildcats! The Weber State men's tennis team opened up the Big Sky Conference with a win Saturday afternoon. The Wildcats defeated Northern Arizona 6-1 at the Ogden Athletic Club. Weber State grabbed the #1 spot in the doubles match. In the singles, the Wildcats put the match away early as 4 players won straight sets, giving WSU the 4 points necessary for the win. The Wildcats improved to 2-5 on the season, ending a 3-match skid and moving to an even 1-1 in the Big Sky play. We'll keep you posted more on Weber State tennis results and other spring sports and Wildcat athletics as they begin to move outside.
That's all we have for you today on Weber State News and Spotlight on Sports. A couple of quick reminders before we go. Remember to go vote for Damian Lillard for the Bob Cousy Award. Just go to CouseyAward.com and follow the prompts there. Also remember to check out Beyond the Box Score every Friday at 9:45 on WeberStateNews.org. Zach Russell, FIFO Lavalle, and myself discuss everything that you could possibly care about in sports. Thank you for watching. I'm Trevor Amicone.
And I'm Jason Hunter. Don't forget you can watch all of our newscasts, sportscasts, and Studio 76 on our website at www.weberstatenews.org. From all of us here at Weber State News and Spotlight on Sports, thanks again for watching, and see you next time.